And now all of a sudden,
never happened.
Yeah, now I'm a messed up mess because I forgot to press the talk button on mix. So none of what I just said got broadcasted, or what we just said got broadcasted up to the in-game radio, obviously. How do I invite? Fuck. Oh, okay. I don't know what I'm doing today. Alright, Rashoff is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Rashoff is coming up. There you go. Rashoff's here. Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, bitch. Okay. Well, that was not recording, I don't think, so I can't, no, I wasn't. Well, excellent. Anyway, still, the Durjana Return is back. T Scar I see on the server. Yeah. Hopefully, Ricky Ultimate, the guy who said your mom got fucked for your dad got the BJ. Hopefully, he's back
Classic
too.
Line. Yeah.
Classic line. Hopefully, they can add some more spice to the server. Obviously, there are 52 cocksuckers on the server right now. I don't have my sound thing up, so I can't put it on the mark. And I don't think I have the sound anyway.
Do we know why they returned? Like, did they get banned in the TDM server or something?
I have no idea. I mean, it's pretty tough to get banned in TDM server. You know?
I guess so, but it's also weird when they return, and at the same time we have Navarro returning from the rehab. Like, something's fishy here, man.
So you think they hung out together on the vacation, yeah?
There has to be a connection.
Yeah, there has to be. I mean, they came back on the same day. There was a delay. In fact, let's touch up on that. You know, Navarro obviously taking his 5th vacation of the year. Right? He's had a vacation like every fucking 3 months for the last year, right?
In China, donating money.
Yeah, I heard there was a rumor, though. He, on his original day to depart back to, what is it, Dubai or some snits, he got drunk.
Yeah.
He went to the airport while he was drunk, right? But he, for some reason, missed his flight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so he said, "Aputa que pariu!" And no, right, hold on, I got the sound here. He said this in the airport. And then somebody in the airport heard him. Well, everybody heard him because he yelled out.
Yeah.
Then he got detained by Brazilian, forces, right?
Yeah.
And he got placed in airport detention for a few days.
I heard they also find a tiny bit of drugs in his pocket. So, that got him even worse trouble.
For a guy that is, he's always been known as anti-weed for as long as he's been known. He had some drugs in his pockets, and that's why he wasn't able to come back on the scheduled day of his vacation. But, he was having fun, man. I'm telling you.
That's true.
That's right. Like I said, a few weeks ago, in 12 years, he's going to do what Crazy Bob did. He's going to do some kind of... he didn't...
Find a girl from the game.
Yeah. He's going to find a grill. Basically just going to do what Crazy Bob did. And, find the Eastern European woman and then quit. Yes, so in 2035, when Navarro was at the age that Crazy Bob was when he did it, the server will be left to dead. So watch out, I mean, things like these for presidents, right? In 2023, he's getting detained at the airport for yelling and being drunk, but 12 years later, he's going to do something usual. So watch out for that, guys. Navarro, bad guy, obviously.
Absolutely.
So we were going to do something maybe today. Remember last week we did shorts or nah? Yesterday I was going to prepare to do troublesome or nah. Who been said that? But we have one problem, Hendrik.
All right.
Yes, we have one problem.
What is it?
It is...
I don't want to even guess.
Troublesome is no longer in the Discord. And I don't know if he got banned. I guess he must have gotten banned because his chat history is no longer on the Discord.
Oh.
So we can't,
Wait, who? Who are we talking about?
Troublesome, the guy, one of the guys who came up here last week. He was arguing with the DMH dudes with It's Chilly for the past week and a half.
He got banned?
I mean, he must have, because I don't see any of his messages here. I'm looking at the audit log here, and I do not see a ban, but I'm probably not looking far enough. So, with his logs deleted, we cannot play Troublesome or Nah. Maybe better that we didn't, because he displayed some issues mentally that he has disclosed on the Discord, so I'm not too sure if I want to dabble in that anyway. But, yeah, rip in peace to that guy. Hopefully he comes back, and we can have more content, obviously. Until then, I'm hoping that the Durjana Return does come back so that we can screenshot some more stuff from them and we can play the game again. But since he is gone, we can't do that. Obviously. That's too bad.
That's sad. He seemed a nice guy on the show last weekend.
Yes, he seemed like a nice guy through voice, through text. A little different. Oh, what just happened? What just happened here?
Whoa. That is a mass BDM incident.
A mass DM incident right here. The Killer has killed 5 people. Where was he? Where was he?
Must be by the PD.
Must be. Can someone... Yes. PD. Yeah, that's right. See? Ladies and gentlemen, that is what you get for standing outside of a war zone. Alright? I mean, the Killer basically pulled a Ukraine out here by blowing up people. That's a bad joke. But yeah, rip in peace to all them people. But we got the Killer. Speaking of the Killer, though, he saved the show today because Hendrik, I had absolutely nothing today. But Killer saved the show. I already read some of this, but I have to read it again. There was some commentary about kidnapping, the legality of it, and the efficacy of it in the that section that the deep blue names can only see. And it's very tough to summarize this because there's a lot of paragraphs, and I'm not very good at reading.
I think I saw the discussion. I didn't really read it.
Yeah, no.
Maybe you can help me now here.
If I can remember correct, I remember Assassin saying that the kidnapper skill is meant to be for profit, right? To entice players to pay somebody's ransom or some snit. I think that's what he said the point of the kidnapper skill is, but I guess that's the point of every skill. Well, the aim of every skill, even though Hitman, you're not playing him to get money. I just thought Kidnapper, or Disappearer, excuse me, not Kidnapper, but Disappearer was, when you go out and kidnap, it's more of a meme, fun thing for, I know, right? Anyone can kidnap, but I guess Disappearer has a better chance to do it, right? But, let's see. So the Killer brought up 3 thoughts here. Let me try to summarize them here. Okay, so one of them, he says, why is kidnapping only for profit? Should it be just for profit? And back in the Crazy Bob days, it was not for profit, but you know, one of the problems I think with the kidnapper skill is that right now there's no end game.
Yeah,
there's no end game. Like you kidnap somebody,
and what now?
And then what do you do? Yeah. Like, for example, if you're robbing a bank, it is advantageous to kidnap, right? But if you're not robbing anything, you're not really doing shit, you kidnap somebody, and it's like, oh, I'm just gonna hold this dude hostage for the next 10 minutes. Very toxic gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? Now, if there was an end game to Disappearer's kidnapping, right? Then they can take somebody to somewhere in Blaine County, and they can get 100 cat out or some shit. In that case, right? Then there's an end game. less toxic gameplay, I guess, because I find disappearing and kidnapping Hendrik to be a bit toxic. Right? Because when there's no end game, you can just unless if nobody pays the ransom, right? And if you can't successfully kick your way out, then you're a sitting duck, right?
Yeah,
wants to be that. So
I mean, like, do people know that you can try to escape? Because I do remember a situation where someone was like stuck for, I don't know, 30 minutes or 40. But I feel like not everyone even knows you can try to escape. Because myself, I didn't know it until like, I didn't realize it until like a few weeks ago or so.
Wow, really? Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess when you're moving and you're not pressing anything on your keyboard, the first thing that think about is probably not figuring out how to escape. It's more like, how the fuck am I being hauled around by a dumbass? The Kilbert here said a coder intentionally allowed the kidnapper to do multiple script attacks in a row. Well, wow, that is toxic. I can see why they did that, right? I mean, if you're being kidnapped, then the kidnapper can do whatever they want at will, or some stuff like that. Actually, sidetrack here. Skinny just said admins need a change. The fucking traffic density, bro. Is that true? Is the traffic density too low or too high? What is this? I want to know.
I don't know yet.
Too little. Yeah, there you go. Skinny. I'm talking. I'm saying, man. See, you see him. I'm at main bank and not a single car. GG. See, you guys listening? Huh? You guys listening? I don't know how y'all listen to Zorf so quickly, man. I'm telling you, man. Get that traffic density up, man. Get it. Let's see. What else did he say? Let's see. The fact you do not need a reason to do scripted attacks. Okay. We might need the Killer to come in here and summarize this because I'm drawing a blank on how to summarize this, honestly. Because I can see thought why kidnapping would not be for profit. It's more of a meme thing, right? To just go around, because it was more of a thing last year, right? You had 2 or 3 morons ride around the city in like a Speedo or something. That's a van, by the way, coming out just kidnapping people and all that. It was more of a meme back then, I guess. I remember once I got kidnapped outside the PD, of course with the PD, and it was around a time where the game crashed a lot, and I crashed, so thank the Lord for that. Navarro says, remove kidnapping! Yeah, it's the 100% solution. Want no more complaining? Remove kidnapping. Remove everything that people don't want, obviously. But let's see. See, Junisuke said we can do a poll. I don't know what the poll would be about. A kidnapping poll. I should have read this a lot more before going here, honestly. But what do you think about this, Hendrik? Do you think kidnapping is toxic?
Yeah. Oh, definitely toxic.
Definitely.
I've been victim of that type of toxicity many times, and it's a struggle sometimes to accept your fate. But yeah, the kidnapping it needs a better purpose, I guess. Like it's fine, it's kind of fine how it is, but you do remember how it was in Bob's. You bring the guy somewhere, but then I'm thinking, if we have that here, then what? The guy is in the room building somewhere. Then what? Like
I guess they die, right? Yeah.
That sounds so sad, man.
It would be. I mean, if there was a kidnapper checkpoint, right? Let's say you kidnap somebody, you have to drive a minimum of 5 miles from where you're at. Well, let's say you're in mainland Los Santos, then the hideout would be somewhere in Blaine County. Or if you kidnap, God forbid, somebody in Blaine County, then the hideout would be in mainland Los Santos. You drive a long way, right? And if you can get to the area and get inside the checkpoints, either that releases the victim, or you do it like in Crazy Bob's. They get stuck inside of some room. If only the room that that guy in single player got tortured in actually worked. But if that actually worked, then they both go in there, and then you die. The victim dies, right? The kidnapper kills him or something if they just want to, or whatever. But yeah, there needs to be more of an end game, I think, to kidnapping. And yeah, if you did that, then there'd be something. Because imagine, you can just see the story right there. Guy kidnaps somebody, gotta drive 5 miles to the checkpoints, and cops are right in behind trying to save that person. It's a great story that would be, you know what I mean?
Do I remember completely wrong when I'm saying that in Bob's you could be shown as a driver, but actually you were someone who kidnaps you? You could be a fake driver, you know.
Oh, yeah. You could fake your skill, right? Like you picked kidnapper, and you can pick some other skill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could be like, hey, I'm a driver. Hop in, I will give you a ride. The guy gets in, but all of a sudden he kidnaps you.
Exactly.
Because he wasn't a real driver.
Yeah, I forgot in Crazy Bob's you couldn't on foot kidnap people, right? So
yeah, true.
You had to be in the same vehicle.
Yeah.
I guess that's why it's toxic, right? Because against your will, at any I don't think anyone would like this suggestion, but I'd be like, hey, if there's a way to track where your car is, right, your current car. Let's say that you could only kidnap somebody within the vicinity of your car. But then, I don't know. That probably wouldn't work either. Yeah, well, who knows? But I'll read this, and then probably next week have a better take on it, because I'm kind of scatterbrained right here. Or if the Kidlibber later on wants to explain or summarize the conversation of kidnapper thing and why it shouldn't just be a profit-seeking skill, then we can see about that, obviously. But anyway, half hour into the show, or wait, it's not even half hour, and probably 20 minutes. Let's get to agree or read. Why not? Get to agree or read, obviously.
Let's do it.
There's
so many. When you are picking them from the Discord forum, there are so many to choose from right now. Like, how many there are right now? Ideas.
Many.
How many? Where's the number?
Well, what the fuck?
86.
86.
Yeah.
Yes, there are many.
Bug reports. 28.
It was Kakarot and you.
Yeah,
not enough bug reports, guys. Report bugs, obviously.
Yeah. I made the meme about that because a lot of pressure coming from the players to improve the game, but
to fix all the bugs.
We know how many people are actually doing it right now. So.
Oh yeah, Evan. Basically,
him and Snoopek, I guess.
Yes, him and Snoopek. Yes, the server needs to buy some coders, obviously.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I looked at the suggestion by Katsamat earlier this week, and apparently I can't read because I could swear the suggestion said, "Let criminals be able to use spike strips." That's what I thought it said earlier this week.
Dude,
huh?
I saw your reply. Because you saw me also talking.
Oh no!
About it, and I was like,
well,
I was thinking once again that I'm somehow too dumb. I'm too brat to understand this because
Lord.
I see your line.
No,
it doesn't really make any sense to me why they would be available to warrant.
No,
I was like,
no.
What am I missing here?
No.
About that.
No. I read it completely wrong, man. What the fuck? I thought it was trying to suggest to have criminals have access to spike strips. Help, bro.
I'm really thinking.
Help.
you know, just bother like told me.
Yeah, because I was looking at the replies, and I'm like, great idea, totally. I don't know, what are y'all talking about?
But why did 3 people react to your post by this emoji?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I was gonna destroy this guy, man. And then I read it today or right now, and I'm like, that's not what I thought he said earlier this week. And it's so obvious too. Like, I obviously can't read, bro. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, but you know, yeah. Anyway, I guess agree or re, Hendrik.
Yeah.
Make spike strips. Okay, now this is dumb. First of all, you can already see them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how do I say this? Agree or re, make... Let me just adjust it a little bit, right? Yeah. Agree or re, make spike strips have some kind of glow to them, have some kind of neon to them, have some kind of arrow above them, so that they're obvious they're in the road. Agree or re?
Re. Surprisingly.
Surprisingly re.
Yeah, yeah.
Well...
What do you think?
What do I think? Oh, well, I obviously don't think that criminals should have spike strips. I mean, what a dumb idea. Huh. Obviously.
I agree with you.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on. I read it wrong. I agree with you, Ree. Well, Nakasito just said, or Nakorsito just said, I've literally never saw a spike strip. I only hit them. I think that's the point, right? I mean, by the time... See, this doesn't make any sense, right? Because by the time... And I think his post kind of shows it. Because by the time a cop deploys a spike strip, you're going to get fucked anyway. Or you'll pass it without even knowing. Right? So, being able to see them better is not going to help you.
You never see it because once you hit it, it disappears. You would be seeing it if it still would be visible after that.
Exactly. So, I don't think making it more visible actually helps. So that's a definite re. And for everybody that can see my reply in his suggestion, you all should meme it, because I should be punished for not being able to read. Because I don't understand how I could have misconstrued what he said for it to... I don't know how I confused make spike strips more visible to let criminals use spike strips. I don't know how I made that mistake, but everybody should go to that post, react to it, and meme it.
You only read the few words. Spike strips to crimps, I guess.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, I do understand the point after the idea. But I do understand that sometimes when you're chasing someone and you just put it near them all of a sudden in full speed, it might seem a little bit unfair in a way, but the ideas that were posted in the thread, I don't really, because I use them a lot, so I don't really, I don't like most of them. I know something could be maybe done, like maybe a little delay, so you kind of put it, but you shouldn't nerf it too much, because only a few cops use it, and it costs you 2 police credits already, so it's not that cheap, and you can't always know that you hit someone with it. So it's a nice little extra element for a little bit like tryhard cops. Even if you're fighting maybe 1 against 2 people, of course you still don't have that higher chance to win the battle or chase, but I don't know.
True. I was going to bring up that they could add a delay to it. But since the usage rate is pretty low, I don't think they should add a delay. So that's what it'd be. Preacher said spike strip is basically useful against stockade. McRenner says, nah, you are just useless. And Isaiah says, remove spikes from helis.
That is I kind of agree with that. With that one, because it sounds dumb, but then in other hand, being talented enough to use them from airplane, helicopter, and how often it happens, it's like I call it a skill then maybe. Because I'm not saying it's easy to put a spike strip, get a hit with it, from an airplane. Or like helicopter, I mean.
Well, based on the last 5 minutes, I think we've concluded I'm kind of stupid, but I don't understand the, how do you, when you fly an Annihilator, for example, and you deploy the spike strips, does it just automatically appear below you? Is that what it does?
Yeah, you can put it on like mid-air if you don't do it on the ground level.
XD.
And I think I've had a situation where that happens, like I put it in mid-air and it hits the helicopter, like another helicopter, and it tells, okay, successful hit, but of course nothing happens because there are no fires in some type of plane, but still
doesn't affect it. Yeah, the landing gear. Yeah.
Someone says they drop from the heli, but I don't know if that's true.
Well, they quote unquote drop, like there's no delay, right? But
drop like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the coding needed to make spike strip deployment from a helicopter be realistic is that worth doing. But being able to spike strip from a helicopter or Nakota is a bit sus. That's all I'm going to say.
It is.
A little bit sus.
It's like a meme, kind of.
It's a big meme. I can understand why people could be mad about that. Next one. Agree or Reeee, Hendrik? Very simple. Car bombs. Fusion says it would be fun to add ability to place a bomb inside of a vehicle and have the ability to detonate it wherever you want. Agree or Reeee?
Yeah, that reminds me, unsynced car bombs in SAMP, right?
Yeah.
So it was the first time you're a new player and you're like, oh, I can do it here. And then you're like being really creative and leaving the car somewhere and watch it explode, but not realizing that it's not synced. And then you're like, oh. But do we want that here without the desync? I'm gonna go with 3, yeah.
Well, it's pretty fun, right? Because, for example, you can't steal people's cars anyway, right? There's no carjacker skill. It'll be pretty funny to see somebody just, park a car in front of the PD, right? That they put a car bomb on, and then once the former jail goer goes inside, you detonate it, and then boom, that'll be great meme content, right? If you added this as well, you could do like in previous Grand Theft Autos, where if you fit a car bomb, then your automatic, well, I guess that doesn't really work here, does it? Well, another Grand Theft Auto is when you fit a car bomb, as far as I remember, you can't use a gun. Like your on-hand thing is automatically on the detonator. Like you can't use a gun, you just on the detonator. But I guess that wouldn't really matter. But yeah, I don't think that would work here. This would be great meme content, but it has to be a Reeee.
You know what? I was thinking, like, of course, when people hear idea like that, they will react to it like, no, bombs, DM, death, But when you think about it, how does it be different from, let's say, what's just happened? A guy near the PD, near many people, / fart, 6 people dies. So,
like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, we already have the same type of, situations. So, is it like different?
It's pretty similar, yeah.
Of course.
Only it's 100%, I guess.
Are different, yeah.
Or, I'm adding suggestions that are not going to happen. I was going to say there could be a chance that the bomb is, faulty or some shit. But
yeah, true.
Yeah, but I don't think.
But what would be? Yeah, like then again, what would be the purpose other than memes?
To me,
yeah.
I mean, people already get mad when they die anyway, amongst 40k life insurances anyway. So I don't think making people mad more would fix the problem, right? Another Reeee here. This one by Fusion again. He says, disable airport flights completely for felons. Okay. What is this? Great grammar, by the way. Disable airport flights for felons while there's a gold rush in progress. Now, when I read this, I don't understand how are these mutually exclusive or how they're not mutually exclusive. He says, I think it would be better if air flights get disabled for warrant players getting chased by cops, as it gives a warrant advantage to escape the cops. Also, I think flights should be disabled during Gold Rush, as it gives a great advantage for those who use flights mainly get to a quick teleport to the Gold Rush area over those who doesn't know about it, or for those who drive miles to the Gold Rush area. So I think it should be disabled so it would be fair and competitive for anyone who is looking for a Gold Rush.
Yeah.
So there are 2 suggestions there. There are 2, actually.
Yeah. Which one first?
One is disable flights for warrants. Reeee.
Well, as a tryhard cop, I should be saying agree, but I'm fine how it is right now. I'm gonna say Reeee. I don't feel like that even happens that much, at least yet, because I don't think, when I now think about it, people don't feel like running so much. They wanna have a fight, or they don't really head up to airport, not that often, from what I've seen.
True. True. About 2 weeks ago, I was playing Shocker, and some guy did. No, he skydived to Paleto Bay. It's different, kind of. He skydived to Paleto Bay, and all us triad cops went after him. It's a TV geezer, actually. It's a TV geezer. But yeah, that's a skydive, though, not a flight. The only problem I have is when people take flights from the Grapeseed Airport to the abandoned airstrip. That's kind of annoying, because they're right next to each other. But then again, either you can disable that, or you have more cops over there so they can't do that. I don't know. But I'm gonna say Reeee, because you can just do the same thing, right? You just take the flight too. So I don't really see the problem in that. And next one is flights should be disabled during Gold Rush. Agree or Reeee?
Well, because there is one strong reason why I have to say Reeee, and it's my new buddy, Chips. I know he's he really likes to go after the Gold Rush, and he's killing it. So I know it's one of his tactics. I don't blame. It's what we used to do in Babs, the game we always compare to. So I think you are being creative. So I don't think it's wrong.
It's a Reeee right there. Well, whenever I see people say the word fair, and you know, trying to placate for people that don't know that they can do something, I don't really like that. I don't want to. As Tank would say, it's kind of a handheld gameplay, it feels like. I want to say a word that's pretty toxic. I was going to say some pussy shit, honestly. Like, you know, I don't think it's unfair. So, I don't think it's unfair to, you know, fly to an area that you're already in the Dakota or in a helicopter or something. I don't think it's unfair to take a flight. Maybe you're not near an airport anyway. Right? I don't think it's unfair. So... that's a definite Reeee.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that this has anything to do with fairness. I don't think people in a Nakota or in an aircraft going to a gold rush have any more of an advantage than other people. And if you want to match that, then find an aircraft of your own. And I'm supposing that a lot of the gold rushes are already in mainland Los Angeles anyway, so yeah, I don't see how it's unfair. So I'm going to say that is a Reeee, ladies and gentlemen.
There could be more locations, absolutely.
Yes.
Where the gold rush is appearing.
Yes, you know, if most of the gold rushes were like in Pleo Bay or northern Mount Chiliad, then you probably make the case, but I don't think it's unfair at all. To be honest with you.
The airport one is like, for me, I feel like it's an annoying one. It's like, it's so big area to search.
Well, it's within the green circle anyway, right? So,
I know.
Yeah, so it's no problem, I guess. The killer just posted a screenshot of him blowing up people in front of the PD. Peace to that.
Peace.
Didn't the killer host some kind of event? I saw he put a ton of screenshots in the media section here.
Yeah.
Protect the president?
Protect Navarro, yeah.
Protect the Navarro stuck in Brazil, obviously. Oh shit, okay, I see what he's got here. Damn, where's the video at though? No one recorded this shit?
I didn't see a video, yeah.
No, really? Sounds a bitch, man. Some of y'all gotta... 2023, man. Some of y'all gotta record some of these, whatchamacallit, events, man. I want to see what went down. So, yeah. Anyway, so if any cocksucker wants to come up here and say their 2 cents on something, doesn't matter what it is. I don't care what it is. It could be about NG, could be about dogs, could be about how you eat cat food. I don't really care, but I'll give you a minute.
Meanwhile, did you see that, for me, really a thing, when some people are still maybe trying to start the FiveM, and the game doesn't launch, but Paint is an opening when you try. What is this, man? Tell me. I do not understand.
Well, CFX.Reeee, right? I mean, it seems like they just have problems up the ass. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't understand how it could be correlative to open FiveM and Paint comes up. Like, are they getting hacked or some shit? I mean, that's what it feels like. I can feel all the people that are afraid of their privacy being leaked out to Google, freaking out when they see Microsoft Paint come up after trying to start FiveM. You know those people, right? People that are on the internet and they're afraid of their personal information being sold to Google, right? I can feel those guys having a heart attack right now.
Yeah, that is really weird.
Yeah, but I don't know. CFX.Re, man, they've been around for a long time, but they've got a lot of things to fix, just like the rest of us. But that's a weird one, man. That's weird. Just like the one a few weeks ago where there were guys saying that they got banned from CFX.Re for 2 weeks, but they did nothing. And there are guys in this Discord that were being told repeatedly that it had nothing to do with this server, why they're getting banned by CFX.Re for 2 weeks. Even in the ban reason, it said something about banned by CFX.Re, and yet, even after being told by Snoopek, me, some other people, they still are in panic mode, and they're like, you know, unban me, please, I do nothing. So, yeah, I don't know, man. CFX.Re's got a lot of stuff to fix up, that's all I can say. I mean, so that's a problem by CFX.Re. See, nobody has their hand up here. One move to Rage MP. What kind of player base does Rage MP have? Does it have enough? Does it have people, as much people as FiveM?
No idea.
What I mean, because people would contend, for example, that MTA was better than SAMP, but SAMP had more people, right? Rage MP could be better than FiveM, but it doesn't have enough people. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's gonna happen, obviously. Also, one meme that we saw here. One more thing. Later on today, Kakarot from Crazy I've seen to get Donkey today because he used aimbot in his own video. But
sorry, what? When?
I said Kakarot used aimbot in his own video. Remember Kakarot, right? He's the
yeah, I do. I know the name, but that's about it.
Yes, he's the cop tanker extraordinaire. He was a mentor of Abdel Rahman back in the day.
That is good.
Probably the wrong word, but still, they cop tanked back in the day. You know what I mean? But Kakarot, he turned on his aimbot in his own video, his own complaint topic. So he's gonna get a Donkey Day later on tonight. But I wanna. Mai said something in the Discord today, which I was gonna reply to it, but I didn't know what to say. And it goes full circle back to the kidnapping thing. He said, also, someone PM'd me, I'm going to rape you when I get in. When I was hiding inside my house, when he was trying to kidnap me, I expect language like this. That isn't allowed. I'm not going to make a player report about that. I already told him it probably isn't allowed to say such things. Just checking here. Not that I really care of myself. Guess it's part of the online gaming community. But yeah, kind of not really something you should joke about. Alright, so first of all, give this guy... If I had the Don DeMarco right here, I would give him the Don DeMarco because he gets it. Okay, he gets it. Because he comes on the internet, right? Something weird gets said to him, and he's not surprised. Alright, so give this guy, honestly, man, give Mai a round of applause, man. I don't have any sound to give him a round of applause. Yeah, I don't.
Well done, guy. Yeah.
Well done, guy. He understands it, okay? But second of all, when I read that, I didn't really know what to say to that. Because, you know...
Rape is not joke, yeah. So he's not a murderer, but we're murdering everyone in the game all the time.
Hell, well, I don't. Hey, I'm getting canceled here. Hello, that's not what I meant. It's not what I meant. Okay, it's not what I meant. How do I get myself out of this?
You can't.
Hey, I was reading a quote. Okay, I was reading a quote. Somebody said it to him. Okay, but I gave him a Don DeMarco. Well, I didn't, but wait, hold on. Anyway, so what was I gonna say? Yeah, I didn't know how to reply to that because you know, I don't even know how to explain it. All I can say is, as I said, he got on the internet, right? And he was said something, and he was not surprised by it. But when it comes to the question of, is language like that accepted? I don't know. We don't know. There are a lot of things that can be disciplined for, and I don't know what the line is, right? Of course, we don't like the racial epithets, regardless of context, and we don't like the within context gamer word of bundle of sticks, right? You can say that within context, and you can say that out of context. But when it comes to that, I don't really know. Right? If I saw someone say that in chat, it depends how they said it, whether or not they'd get that as muted. But he was PM'd it, so I honestly have no idea. You know what I mean? As Vanessa Valentino said in chat, rape is not a joke. Radio guys, I was not trying to make it a joke. Right? We're getting canceled live on the show, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I don't know what the line is. I have no clue. You know, I take things in the context all the time, right? So if someone said that to me, I'd be like, oh, he's just a funny guy. You know, I'd like to know who said this to my, so that I can extract the context. But yeah, the way that he dealt with it is 100% the way that I think people should deal with it. Right? Like, you know, acknowledge it, but be like, he's just a funny internet guy. You know, funny edgelord, right? So that's really what it'd be. Vanessa Valentino just said no. I don't know. That's I think we're gonna have a report very soon, Hendrik. Probably next week. We're not gonna have me here. Huh?
Well, new content. That is always welcomed.
Oh, yeah. The guy who, yeah, obviously the guy who said it's a sick individual. Obviously, yeah. The guy who said it's a sick individual. So for Mai to have taken it like that, obviously, a very good sport. Obviously, you know, when people say stuff like that, YouTube strikes. That's right. YouTube strikes is coming in. But yeah, some things that people say you just gotta take with a grain of salt, obviously. That's what it'd be. Anyway, I don't see no hands up, so I think Sam is finished here. As I creak the chair. So, Sam been finished. We got a lot of people on the server right now. 50 people on the server. If I had it down the marker right now, I would drop it. Hostile Capybara in chat just put... Discord chat just put a GTA 5 logo. Go upvote that, guys. Looks pretty good. It needs some color. Paintbrush. Jesus. It needs some color to
beautiful.
It does look beautiful. It needs some color to it, though, honestly. Maybe this is what came up when FiveM, he tried to launch FiveM, Paintbrush. I don't know why he's not using Microsoft Paint, but Paintbrush. So, anyways, so 50 cocksuckers on. Enjoy yourself. Alhamdulillah. A sin, obviously. Get your kidnap on. Get your masala on. Get your inshallah on. Rob the bank. Blow somebody up with a car bomb, like Fusion wants. And have fun on the server this weekend, obviously. So, that's all I got. Somebody, please. Somebody aggravate the Durjana Return verbally so that we can have some more quotes so we can play Who Been Said That. Yes, this is an admin telling players to aggravate a player. Yes, shoot me. Anyway, you got anything else, Hendrik? Or can we do this good?
Not really, I guess. Do you know how many days till Formula 1?
Oh, Lord.
We have been skipping the topic for quite some time. I think you'd be happy.
When does it come back? Mid-February?
I don't even know. I'm checking right now. Only 43 days, man. Only.
You want me to...
It's like
I know.
That's all I can say about
wait.
that.
I know you can't wait. 43 days, man, and then my Sundays will be much different.
43 days until Max Verstappen wins every single race again.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Meanwhile, you should go to Netflix and watch all the Drive to Survive seasons.
What the fuck?
Get the hype.
What the fuck?
Get the hype on the right level, you know.
What the fuck? There are racing
You
shows
don't know?
on Netflix.
You
What
don't
the
know?
fuck? What the fuck?
Netflix.com search for Drive to Survive and enjoy. I think there's like 4 seasons, maybe 5th coming next month.
Well, Hendrik, I'm sorry to tell you, because I canceled my Netflix subscription 5 days ago. It's a very pity. The last thing I wanted to watch on that was the Cyberpunk show. I watched it, and then I canceled my subscription. So I can't do that, obviously. So yeah, rest in peace to what's that called?
Drive to Survive. You know, really nice title, isn't it? Like, you might not survive because you are driving so fast, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not going to be... I was going to be toxic, but you don't want to talk about death in Formula 1. That would not be very good. So yes, for those who still have Netflix, for whatever reason, because, you know, it's 2023 and you can watch anything when you want, but for those who still have Netflix, check out... If you want to take part in Hendrix and the Discord's Formula 1 discussion in March, watch Drive to Survive so you'll be ready. But I would suggest for you to disable your Netflix subscription as I have, because there's nothing good on it. But...
it's really good content for the off season, really. You know, just
yeah, I would guess so. For a Formula 1 fan, I'm sure that it's great content, obviously. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, my voice goes back. You know, right now, my voice is going like before we started the show. My voice was kind of it was rigged, but now after all this Formula 1 talk, I think it's starting to get a bit higher. So I don't know, man.
Emotions and alcohol are speaking, man.
Yeah. Alcohol makes you... It's estrogenic, man. So I think, as me getting drunk right now, my voice is kind of getting a bit higher. Yeah? I don't know what we're doing here. So I think that's going to do it for the Punkery show, guys. After Formula 1, estrogen has taken over my voice. So I think we are done. For Hendrik... This is Rashad. We'll see you next time on the Punkery show.
Good content.
Good content.
Are we done?
Let's see if